This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. Good evening everyone. So you all know that for the last 3 days I am conducting mock test session for the upcoming Kset exam, and this is the fourth video probably. I'm conducting quiz session for the upcoming Kset exam. Do join quickly. I hope that you are all well by the grace of Almighty. Let's begin the session. Do join quickly and we'll be discussing some important MCQ questions along with explanation. So please do join and let me know if I'm clearly audible to everyone or not. I think everything is okay. I am clearly audible to everyone. We can begin the session. So those who are watching, please do like the session and share with your friends as well. And make sure to subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification and to stay updated as well. Do join the Telegram channel, that is Santu Sahu UGC Net. So let's begin the session, and the first question is that the Sorrows of Young Werther, okay, is an epistolary novel. Who wrote this novel? The Sorrows of Young Werther, that is actually published in the year 1774. Who wrote this novel actually? 1774 epistolary novel, The Sorrows of Young Werther. Who wrote this? And it is actually one of the main novels in the Sturm and Drang period in German literature. That is The Sorrows of Young Werther. Who wrote this novel? And it is actually a story about a young man's extreme response to unrequited love. And it is presented as a collection of letters by Werther, a young artist of a sensitive and passionate temperament, to his friend Wilhelm. Werther is writing the letter to his friend called Wilhelm. So the Sorrows of Young Werther is actually a work by John Wolfgang von Goethe, published in the year 1774, and the form is actually epistolary novel, and it is actually one of the main novels of Sturm and Drang period in German literature. Got it? So this is all about the Sorrows of Young Werther. Now the next question is that what is the debut novel of Patrick White? You know, yesterday we had also discussed Patrick White's Boss. Now tell me, what is the debut novel? Yesterday I told The Tree of Man is the debut novel, but it was not actually. That's why I've come with the question. Happy Valley is the debut novel of Patrick White, Australian writer who is widely regarded as one of the important English language novelists of the 20th century. And he wrote the first novel called Happy Valley, having the subtitle A Novel, published in the year 1939. And he won the 1941 Australian Literature Society Gold Medal for this work. And he dedicated this novel to the artist Roy D. Maestri. So Happy Valley is the debut novel of Patrick White, and this novel was dedicated to the artist Roy D. Maestri. Okay, this is the debut novel published in the year 1939 and having the subtitle A Novel. Got it? And another important novel that we published in 1961 is actually Riders in the Chariot, and that won him Miles Franklin Award. First work, that is actually Happy Valley. Then another important work called Riders in the Chariot. Then another important work, Baby Sector, that is actually a sharing character portrait of an artist, the Baby Sector. Then we have the Twain Affair, Flaws in the Glass Self Portrait, Memories of Many in One. These are all important works by. So Happy Valley is the first novel. The Living and the Dead is also another work. Living and the Dead, published in the year 1941. And this is the second book actually, written in early ages of World War II. Okay, so after Happy Valley, he wrote The Living and the Dead. That was the second book, and written in early ages of World War II. Whilst the author actually alternated between the United Kingdom and United States. So Happy Valley 1939, The Living and the Dead 1941, and Aunt's Story is also another novel published in the year 1948. It tells the story of the Theodora Goodman. Aunt's Story is telling about the story of Theodora Goodman, a lonely middle-aged woman. So I'm talking about Patrick White, the important writer from the point of view of exam actually from Australian literature, the ant story, published in the 1948. And then the important work, the Tree of Man, that yesterday we had discussed, published in the year 1955. The Tree of Man. It is a domestic drama, and it chronicles the lives of Parker family. Got it? Parker family. The Tree of Man by by Patrick White. And here the title, The Tree of Man, has been taken from, remember that, A.E. Houseman's poetry circle called A Shropshire Lad. A Shropshire Lad is the very important work by A.E. Houseman. And the title of this novel, A Tree of Man, actually has been taken from this work of A.E. Houseman, that is called A Shropshire Lad. Then came the 1957 work, Voss, published in 1957. It is based in the based upon the life of 19th century Prussian explorer and the naturalist Ludwig Lezard, who disappeared whilst an expedition into the Australian outback. Another important work, Riders in the Chariot, published 1961. Then Solid Mandela is also another work. The two brothers, Waldo and Arthur Brown, The Solid Mandela. Then the Vivisector, The Eye of the Storm, A Fringe of Leaves was also the important novel. Then we have the Members, Many in One, The Hanging Garden. And the short stories are like The Burned Ones, The Cockatoo short novels and stories, and Three Uneasy Pieces. These are all short stories by Patrick White. Whereas here also Patrick White's fictional setting is Sarsaparilla, isn't it? Remember that Patrick White is the fictional setting is Sarsaparilla, Sarsparilla. So the season at Sarsaparilla, the ham funeral, big toys, bread and butter women, these are all important plays. Even he has written a screenplay called The Night the Prowler. And his autobiography is actually Flaws in the Glass. Flaws in the Glass is the autobiography of Patrick White. Flaws in the Glass. Now another important writer is Thomas Kinley. You all know Thomas Kinley, who actually known for his work called that is the either or Child Mares, actually the drama. Even he had also written some drama here. The novel Place of Wheaton, The Fear, these are important. Even the Schindler's Ark, Booker Prize winning book. Thomas Kinley's famous work is Schindler's Ark, published in the year 1982. Schindler, Schindler's Ark, published in the year 1982, which is actually Booker Prize winning book, and it was dedicated to Poldek Paperwalk. Schindler's Ark, a Booker Prize winning novel, published in the year 1982. Okay, so by Thomas Kinley. And here another important writer we have Peter Carey. Peter Carey, you know the Peter Carey has a Booker Prize. He has won twice actually. Peter Philip Carey, Australian novelist, known primarily for being one of the early three writers to have won Booker Prize twice. The others are J.M. Coetzee and Hilary Mantel. Hilary Mantel, J.M. Coetzee, and we have our Philip Carey. Peter Carey, though they have more than once time, they have won Pulitzer Prize. And he Pulitzer Prize won the Pulitzer Prize for Oscar and Lucinda and The True History of Kelly Gang. These are important novels by Peter Carey. That is Oscar and Lucinda and True History of Kelly Gang. Got it? Chalo. These are important novels by Peter Carey. Okay, my next question is that let me tell you. Just okay, for which work, that is actually for which work Malti Rao, okay, and won the Sahitya Academy Award. For which work Malti Rao, the Indian writer, actually won Sahitya Academy Award in the year 2007. The works are like your options are The Breach, The Disorderly Women, then three collection of short stories, and Inquisition. Malati Roy, who is actually writer from Bangalore, and she won the Sahitya Academy Award for her work called Disorderly Women in the year 2007. Disorderly Women. So the even the another important writer from Indian literature is Nayanthara Sagal, who is famous for works like Reach Like Us, then The Day in the Shadow, Storm in Chandigarh. These are important works by Nayanthara Sagal. Reach Like Us, A Day in Chandigarh, Storm in Chandigarh actually. Reach Like Us, Mistaken Identity. These are important work by Nayanthara Sagal. Got it? Chalo. And Mahesh Dattani. So Mahesh Dattani is actually famous for works like Dance Like Man. Dance Like Man, Tara. Tara is 1991. Dance Like Man, and Bravely for the Queen. Then having this homosexual theme, Bravely for the Queen. Two brothers have their homosexual relationship. Then we have also their mother called Ba, who is bedridden. We have the character like Olka. So that is from Bravely for the Queen. We have also Final Solutions on a Magi Night in Mumbai. These are important works by Mahesh Dattani. Dance Like Man, Final Solution, Seven States Around the Fire as well. 30 Days in September, Brief Candle. These are important works by Mahesh Dattani. Okay, and even Where There Is a Will, Where There Is a Will is also a work by Mahesh Dattani. And Final Solution, that was published in the year 1993. It's written against the backdrop of Hindu-Muslim riots in India after the partition. Got it? Final Solution was written. It is based on the riots of Hindu-Muslim after the partition of India. That is Final Solution, published in the year 1993. Okay, these are important works by Mahesh Dattani, whereas Maheshata Devi. Maheshata Devi has written 1084, that is Mother 1084. Adachurashir Ma, that is actually in the backdrop of Naxalite movement. Yesterday we discussed as well. It tells the story of Sujata. So Mother 1084. Mother 1084 is actually written in the backdrop of Naxalite movement, where Sujata is the main protagonist. It tells the story of Sujata, the mother who wakes up on one fine morning and gets the news that her son Brati has been brutally killed by the state because of his rebellious nature. Because of its rebellious nature. Mother 1084. Even another important work by Maheshada Devi, that is here Imaginary Map, The Brave Stories, Choti Munda and His Arrow, published in the year 1980. Choti Munda and His Arrow, published in the year 1980, has been translated by Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak. So remember that of Grammatology of Derrida has been translated into English. Okay, Derrida has translated Derrida's work has been translated into English by Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak, whereas Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak has also translated some works of Maheshada Devi. Works like here Choti Munda and His Arrow. Choti Munda and His Arrow, that is actually 1980, has been translated by Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak into English, and she portrays the decades of the life of Choti, the protagonist. Okay, Choti, the protagonist during the independence. Even Imaginary Map is also translated by Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak into English. So Master Devi's two works here, Imaginary Map and Choti Munda and His Arrow. These two works were translated into English by whom? It is translated into English by Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak. Gayatri Chakravarti Spivak has translated this work into English. So Ravan and Eddie. Ravan and Eddie is actually a novel by Kiran Nagarkar. Remember that Kiran Nagarkar has written, and this work, Ravan and Eddie, is actually set in the backdrop of Mumbai. So the setting is actually Mumbai. It's a funny story of the two major characters, Ravan and Eddie. Ravan is Maratha Hindu, Eddie is Roman Catholic. So this novel, that is Ravan and Eddie, these are the titular characters, two characters based on a funny character, and the setting of the novel is Mumbai by Kiran Nagarkar. That is called Ravan and Eddie. Okay. Another important work is actually Kiran Nagarkar actually won the Booker Prize for the work called Cuckold, Cuckold, that was published in the year 1997. Cuckold is the work that Kiran Nagarkar won in the year 1997. That is Cuckold. Sahitya Academy Award मिला था. In 2001, he was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award for his work called Cuckold, published in 1997. And it actually also Kushwant Singh is praising this historical depiction of the novel by saying that Cuckold is a historical fiction at its best. Here, Kushwant Singh is praising the work of Kiran Nagarkar, that is Cuckold. For that work, Kiran Nagarkar won Sahitya Academy Award in the year 2001, and Kushwant Singh is saying that Cuckold is actually a historical fiction at its best. At its best. Okay. We have important novels of Anita Desai as well, like Cry the Peacock, then Fasting Feasting. Okay, and then we have also Fire in the Mountain, Cry the Peacock, Fasting Feasting, Voices in the City. Okay, these are all also important work by Anita Desai. Village by the Sea, Anita Desai, and Kiran Desai. We have The Inheritance of Loss, Halla Balo in Guava Orchards. These are important work by Kiran Desai. So I was discussing the works of Kiran Nagarkar, Kakold and Ravan and Eddy. Whereas Kiran Desai's work, The Inheritance of Loss and Halla Bolo in Guava Orchard. Whereas The Inheritance of Loss is actually published in the year 2006. It has two setting, USA. The setting of the novel is Kalimpong and USA. Okay, so Kiran Desai's work, The Inheritance of Loss, has two setting. One is USA, another one is the Kalimpong. It has two setting actually. Published in the year 2006. Biju is actually the plot of the novel revolves around the two main characters. Biju, who is an illegal immigrant in USA. Biju is the character, and also Sai, Sai. Sai is also another character. Biju and Sai from The Inheritance of Loss by whom? By Kiran Desai. So, and it won her the Booker Prize as well in 2007. In 2006 actually. In 2006, Kiran Desai won Booker Prize for this one actually. And here Halla Bolo in the Guava Orchard, that is actually based on the character called Sampath Chawla, and it is setting of this novel is Sahakot, Punjab, Indian village. Okay, so these are all works by Kiran Desai. Thank you once again. I'll be ending the session here. Do like the session, share with your friends as well. Tomorrow I'll be meeting once again. Thank you.